Guys, please confirm if I'm audible and visible. You can type in the Q&A box. Hello? Audible? Chalo. Thank you so much. Perfect. Let's wait for 2 more minutes and then we'll be starting with the session. Chalo, okay. That's it, guys. I think so. We are good to go. Once again, good afternoon to everyone who have joined late. We'll be starting with the session. The session is a very small, short and sweet session wherein we'll be discussing about the CFA program. So, CFA, Chartered Financial Analyst. Any one of you knows the meaning of chartered? Any one of you who knows the meaning of chartered? Because if you are going to do some course, तो उसके नाम का full form क्या है और वो full form का मतलब क्या है? We should know that. And the meaning of the word, your term chartered, is supreme. So basically, after we do the course, after we complete the course, we can call ourselves Chartered Financial Analyst. This program is being administered by CFA Institute, which is headquartered in USA. So basically, this is a course which is being administered by CFA Institute, which is headquartered in USA, but yes, it is accepted globally around the world. This course can be considered as the gold standard in the investment world, in the finance industry. CFA is something which a person can do if he wants to build his career in the field of finance. Achha guys, before starting, I would say that if you have any queries, you can just drop in the Q&A box. You can just put your hand and ask me the queries as well. But temporarily, for the time being, till the time I complete this entire PPT, I would request you to drop in your questions in the Q&A box itself. Okay. Talking about benefits, we should know that if we are doing some course, it has to create some sort of benefit to us. So global recognition, like I said, though it is headquartered in USA, but the benefit of taking this certification is globally. This is acceptable globally. We are in India, but still we are learning this course. That itself means that yes, this course is acceptable in our country as well. CFA Institute has more than 170,000 charter holders who work in some of the industry's most prominent firms. So who is charter holder? Charter holder is someone who completes the entire CFA course and fulfills certain requirements like signing the professional conduct statement, having a minimum of 36 months of work experience, paying the membership fees, then you can call yourself as a CFA charter holder. So in the world, currently there are 170,000 charter holders. I feel this number is outdated. Now this number is increasing on an everyday basis. Most prominent firms including JP Morgan, UBS, RBC, Bank of America, Merrill Lynch, HSBC, Wells Fargo, Morgan Stanley, ये सारे जो तुमने नाम सुने होंगे, I am very sure these are the companies in which every individual would prefer to work in. So ये सब cream organizations which will give you a job या फिर your job opportunity will open up after clearing CFA in some of these organizations. Active CFA member societies are available in more than 50 countries. See, like I said, the CFA Institute is headquartered in US, but we have societies, we have certain societies in local regional countries as well. For example, India में CFA Society India है, which will encounter and help you assess the members as well as the students for any of the queries. So you did not directly visit to the CFA Institute, you can approach the local CFA body, the local CFA member society as well. CFA program, the main ultimate goal of having this CFA society, the CFA member society is people can communicate with each other, people can have a meeting, people can build their networks with the help of the societies. If suppose if I go and attend that society meetings, I will be meeting my fellow charter holders, and which will help me build my network. CFA program is recognized by 60 plus regulators in more than 40 markets. So basically they have made a statement that generally nowadays universities use the curriculum of CFA Institute to teach their students. So this itself proves that the curriculum is designed in such a way that it is well comprehensive so that an individual can step into the financial field. Over 125 colleges and university incorporate majority of the CFA curriculum into the courses. That is what I said right now. Career advantage. Employers recognize CFA charter holders as their definitive standard by which they measure competence, integrity, dedication to serious investment professionals. A person who has the CFA degree and a person who is having no qualification with respect to the investment world, obviously the prospective employer will prefer someone with a qualification, someone who has the experience, someone who has the relevant skill, expertise, experience, and the relevant qualification to perform the job activity, a job description. So obviously this will give you an edge over a person who has not done the CFA or any sort of investment qualification. Practical skills. The CFA program curriculum focuses on practical knowledge and current real world skills. As and when we proceed, you will realize that there are 3 levels of CFA program: level 1, level 2, and level 3. Level 3 is designed in such a way that it helps you to generate the real life practical scenarios. The real life practical scenarios are given and you are going to make investment decisions for that particular case scenario. So this helps us, the case study based approach helps us to learn things not from bookish perspective, but also from the practical angle in real life by taking a real life decision making position. Communities. Earning the CFA Charterholder places you in the company of the allied group of more than 1,70,000 respected investment professionals. This 1,70,000 count is not just specific to India, it is across the globe. So basically, when you have this CFA charter, that means you will be a part of this allied group of 1,70,000 people across the world. Everything with respect to CFA, I'll go as deep as possible and tell you what exactly is the program, what is the qualification, what is the cost involved, what is the time involved, what are the subjects, what is the weightage. Everything will be discussed in this scenario. So stay tuned for till the end of the session. Then we are going to talk about EduPristine and how EduPristine can assist you for getting this qualification, and I'll give you some sort of contact information as well. So people who want to get some of the information from these slides, you can just click a picture, you can just take a screenshot in your cell phones because this slide might not be shared with you in future. Anyway, the session is being recorded and I'm sure it will be uploaded on YouTube. So you can refer to the session once again if at all you miss some of the points. Talking about eligibility, this is the slide which will be of great relevance to you because you should know who can enter the CFA course. Can any Tom, Dick and Harry enter CFA course? Obviously no. They have given some sort of eligibility requirement which everyone has to follow in order to enter CFA as a course. So for entering CFA level 1, you should be a final year graduate. So you should be in final year of your graduation program if you want to enter into CFA level 1. That means a 10th pass student cannot start with CFA. Plus a technical requirement is you should have passport. And that passport should be valid. Expired passport nahi chalega. That valid passport plus a final year graduation candidate can enter into the CFA program. When you make a profile on the CFA Institute page, you will have to insert the KYC detail, which includes the passport details as well. So yes, the passport is mandatory if you want to get yourself enrolled into the program. Also, if you want to give the exam, CFA Institute requires you to carry passport. This is like your hall ticket, admit card. If you don't have passport, you will not be able to give the exam. Level 2, you can start only after you complete graduation and complete your CFA level 1 exam. Level 3, you can start only after you complete your CFA level 2 exam. So level 1, graduation final year. Level 2, level 1 plus completed graduation. Level 3 is completed level 2. So these are the 3 levels in which you will go if you want to pursue your CFA program. CFA membership. See, there are many people who complete CFA level 3 and will not take CFA because they feel it might not be of requirement for them. But if you feel that CFA membership is something you want, then you need to have this 36 months of work experience. That 36 months of work experience translates to somewhere around 4,000 hours. And this 36 months of work experience can be before, during, or after passing your level 3 exam. So it can be before enrolling CFA program, during CFA program, and after completing level 3. This 36 months of work experience will be taken into consideration if you have completed level 3 plus 36 months of experience, plus you pay the membership fees and you sign something called as PCS, jisko bolte hain professional conduct statement. If you follow these 3-4 things, then you will be getting membership of CFA Institute and you will be classified, you're called as a CFA Charterholder. You cannot say that you are a CFA. No, you can say that you are a CFA Charterholder. इसके लिए भी एक specific standards है. You are going to study at the time of studying one subject called ethics. But if you want to classify yourself, after your name, if you want to write comma CFA, if suppose I have to write Karan Agarwal comma CFA, then I have to be a part of CFA. I need to complete the level 3. I need to sign professional conduct statement. I need to have 36 months of practical work experience requirement, and I need to pay the membership fees to the CFA Institute. About the exam, this is something we have already discussed. Minimum time to pass the CFA exam is now around 1 to 1.5 years. So previously, when I gave my exam, when I qualified my CFA level 3, it took me around 2.5 years to 3 years to complete the CFA course. Not because I failed my exam, but because the frequency of the exam was less. Now, after this COVID-19 pandemic, CFA Institute changed the entire exam pattern. In such a way that previously there was paper-based examination. You used to go to the center, you used to solve your questions on the paper. You used to solve the questions, and MCQ-based questions, you have to select out of 3 options, you have to select the correct answer. And this is how the things used to work previously. Now they have changed it. The concept remains same, but now the exams are computer-based. So they write CBT, computer-based testing pattern, has been introduced by the CFA Institute for administering the CFA program. So this computer-based testing pattern is applicable for all the 3 levels. And now you will realize that the level 1, level 2, level 3 exams, the frequency of the exams have increased. वो अपन next slide में discuss करेंगे. But like I said, that there is CFA Institute local society as well. You need work experience. You need to complete all 3 levels of CFA program. You need to sign that professional conduct statement in accordance with Code of Ethics and Standard of Professional Conduct given by the CFA Institute. And then you will be a part of, a member of CFA Institute. Very important slide once again for you guys, CFA exam subjects. So basically 3 levels, and which is by far divided into 10 subjects. So ethical and professional standards, subject number 1. Cons also known as mathematics. 3rd, economics, FRA, corporate finance. Equity investments, fixed income, derivative, alternate investments, and portfolio management. These are the 10 subjects which form part of your curriculum. अब ये नहीं समझने का सर 10 सब्जेक्ट है. Yes, there are 10 subjects, but the content is very limited. There are some of the subjects like derivative and alternate investment, जो सिर्फ 25, 30, 40 pages. So the content is limited. If these are like weightages of each and every subject, like derivatives can range from 5 to 8%. Investments again 5 to 8%. The highest weightage in your level 1 exam is your ethics as well. So we say that if you want to clear level 1 exam, you have to focus on 2 subjects. So you have to study all the 10 subjects, but the major focus will be on ethics as well as FRA. Why? Because it has the major weightage. Generally, if you see that level 1, level 2, level 3, the subjects are common. The only difference is in level 3, wherein there are only 7 subjects because the weightage for cons, FRA and corporate finance is 0. So there are 7 subjects in level 3, level 1 and level 2 has 10 subjects. The pattern is like that: level 1 and level 2 complete MCQ, level 3 50% MCQ, 50% written exam. Written में, like I said, case study based written exam, wherein you will have to give the practical decision making. Guys, तुम्हारे कुछ भी queries है, please drop in the Q&A box. I don't see any substantial queries right now, but as and when कोई भी problems में कुछ भी point में कुछ भी doubt है, just point it out to me in the Q&A box. Okay. Talking about level 1 exam, the level 1 exam will be conducted in one single day. Yes, all the 10 subjects will be tested in one single day. You will not get 10 days, 15 days to study for each and every subject. एक दिन के अंदर entire subject will be tested. This 100 CFA Institute normally will not disclose the exact weightage. Why? Because the weightage of the subject changes from exam to exam. Ethics is considered as one of the most important subjects in all the 3 levels. To your surprise, the curriculum or the portion of all the 3 levels of ethics subject is same. That means whatever you are going to study for level 1 is same you are going to study for level 2 is same you are going to study for level 3. The only difference is the level of difficulty. Level 2 में difficulty increase होएगा level 1 से comparison में, level 3 में और increase होएगा. That is it. What I teach to my level 1 student is something I teach to my level 3 students as well. This talking about the hours which you are required to study. Generally, CFA Institute have done some research, and CFA Institute says that you need around 300 hours to complete the entire portion and give the examination. So here also you might see that you need around 250 to 350 hours. This includes the classroom time which we are going to teach you. जो classroom time 100, 110, 120 hours का होगा, that is inclusive of that 300 hours which I'm saying. So why is there a range? Obviously, if you are into investment background, so you can complete everything in 250 hours. Maybe you are a complete fresher and you have no knowledge about what the entire course is all about, and ये सारे subjects तुम्हारे लिए alien है, so you might take higher end like 350 hours as well. So on an average, but we can say that 300 hours is more than enough for each and every level. So level 1 के लिए 300, level 2 भी 300, level 3 भी 300. पासिंग मार्क्स की मैं बात करूं या पासिंग परसेंटेज की बात करूं, रादर पासिंग परसेंटेज फॉर लेवल 1 इज जनरली अराउंड 45%. For level 2 it is around 50% and level 3 is around 55%. Yes, the passing percentage increase with the increase in level. That means for every 100 students, 55 students will clear level 3. That ratio is 45 and 50 for level 1 and level 2. Generally this is like because level 1 जो clear करता है वो level 2 में जा रहा है. Obviously only 45 students out of 100 will go in level 2. Out of that 45 students, once again only 50% of the students will clear level 2 and then only 55% will clear level 3. This is how the filtering will take place. To my opinion, the passing percentage is very decent as compared to some of the courses like India. I am a chartered accountant. I think I forgot to introduce myself, guys. I am a chartered accountant, qualified ECCA member, CFA level 3 pass out, and a certified FRM. I have seen the curriculum, the portion, the courses, different courses, and believe me, it is much more better than your traditional chartered accountancy. Chartered accountancy, we know when I cleared, the passing percentage was around 10%. So here, giving you the passing percentage of 50-55% is very decent according to me. Exam pattern. Like I said, the exam pattern has completely been revised with effect from February 2021. December 2020 exam was the last exam where paper-based exams were conducted. Now there is computer-based exam testing pattern. Level 1 exams, previously there used to be 240 questions in the exam, 120 in the morning session and 120 in the afternoon session. The exam used to be for 6 hours. When I gave my paper, the exam used to be for 6 hours. Now things have changed. The exam is for 2 hours 15 minutes in the morning, and then once again optional half an hour break, and once again 2 hours 15 minutes. So 2 hours 15 minutes, 2 hours 15 minutes in total comes to 4 hours 30 minutes. 4.5 घंटे की तुम्हारी ये एग्जाम रहने वाली है. Wherein for level 1 and level 2 completely MCQ based. Level 3 morning session will be theory and afternoon session, or the second half will be MCQ type. Level 1 exam, will be just focusing on level 1 right now because you are enrolling for level 1. So there are 180 questions, 90 and 90. The breakup is 90 and 90. The exams are conducted into 400 locations globally. So basically you need not go to US, you need not go to any other country to give the examination. Maybe in India, you will be getting centers in the nearby area. Generally, the centers are in the metro cities. If you are from like Mumbai, Bangalore, Delhi, Chennai, so ये वाले areas से हो तो you can definitely get the centers very easily. If you are from some remote area, you might have to travel to the nearest center for giving the examination. Self-scheduled in 10-day exam window. What is this? See, basically because of this COVID-19, there were limited centers and we could not, the CFA Institute could not manage such large number of students at one single location at one single point of time. So what they started with the concept of 10-day exam period. So they will give you a 10-day window. In that 10-day, you can select one of the day, go to the center and give the examination. So this helps them to filter the crowd so as to manage the COVID-19 pandemic as well. I will be not surprised if this 10-day period goes to 1 day after a year or so, but as a 10-day scheduled window, you have to select that particular date, go to the center on that particular date, give the exam and go back to the home. Generally, the results will be declared within 60 days from your examination date. For level 3, it is declared within 90 days. Zyada time lagta hai level 3 mein because yes, there is case study based exam, so a manually we have to check the answers. So उसमें ज़्यादा time लगता है. Level 1 and level 2 is completely MCQ based. So automatically machines are going to check your answers. Level 2 and level 3 exam pattern. We have already discussed that the exams is 4.5 hours long. It is split between morning and afternoon sessions. Level 1 के लिए right now there is half-hour optional break. That means you can give the exam 4.5 hours at a stretch, or after 2 hours 15 minutes you can take a half an hour break and continue with the balance 2.5 hour, 2 hours 15 minute session. Level 2 exam is composed of item set and it is now offered twice a year. Item set questions not relevant for you right now, but yes, it is offered twice a year. Previously, level 2 Please confirm if I am audible. There was a network issue at my place. Thank you so much. Really sorry for the disturbance. Yeah, so I was saying that now level 2 and level 3 exams have been conducted twice a year and level 1 is being conducted 4 times in a year. Talking about the matrix, nobody has asked me that, sir, why haven't you disclosed the passing marks? Like out of 100 marks, what is the amount? Yeah, what is the marks I need to get if I want to clear the CFA program? Basically, CFA Institute has never disclosed this amount, this fact. CFA Institute says that you give your examination, the information with respect to passing the examination or not will not be disclosed by us. Basically, on result day, you will be just getting a result which says whether you have cleared the level 1, level 2, or level 3 or not. You are not going to get the marks which you got for each and every individual subjects. And these are not marks, these are weightages. These are weightages of the questions which are going to come. Okay. So basically we say that less than 50% is considered as poor, and there is high chance that you are not going to clear the paper. 51 to 70%, you might clear the paper. More than 70%, you can say that you will be clearing the level 1 exam or level 2 exam or level 3 exam, so on and so forth. So generally, I say all my students that you need to ensure that at least 70% of your question is correct. Out of every 10 questions, at least 7 questions are correct. Acha, question is it important to clear each and every individual subject? The answer is no. The answer is no, but having said that, clearing in ethics is very important. Unless and until you clear in subject called ethics, it becomes very difficult to clear individual level. This is something which has been, which is something a rumor in the market, and this is something which CFA Institute follows, though there is no official confirmation from CFA Institute. There was some doubt. I'm a science student. Will I be able to cope up with the course since it's really tough? Believe me, the course is not that tough. For science student, you already have a good background on the cons. Like I was a commerce background student. I had no idea what cons is all about. Still, I managed to do it. So similar cases for you. I have seen many science student going for CFA and performing better as compared to the commerce student. So everyone will start from the same line. It is up to you as to how much efforts you put in for the qualification. ऐसा है, सबके लिए ये चीज डिफिकल्ट होने वाली है and सबके लिए ये चीज equally difficult होने वाली है. So that is not a problem for anyone. I am a science graduate. Will I be able to cope up with the portion since I am a non-finance background student? Believe me, this course is designed in such a way that even a non-finance student, commerce student will be able to do it. And I have seen many people doing it practically in my life, so I can vouch for it. हो सकता है that you have no background, you don't know anything about debit or credit in accounts, so you might need to do some sort of extra efforts for that. Cons में you need not take such efforts, but you might have to take the extra additional efforts for FRA, for financial reporting. That is the only difference. But believe me, most of the students who start with the CFA program are freshers. So freshers are bound to have no knowledge about anything. Even we at EduPristine, when we start teaching the subjects, we assume that you know nothing about the subject. Zero se start karenge and we'll go to the last level. Okay. So these are some of the exam dates which were given, but the main point to remember from this particular slide is that these are the centers, these are the places where you will get centers for the CFA exam. Talking about computer-based exams for all the 3 levels from 21 onwards. So level 1 in 2021 is being conducted 5 times. I said level 1 is being conducted 4 times, but level 1 for 2021 is, I would say, a transition year because abhi sab kuch change aaya. So they are taking it for 5 scheduling exams. But to be very honest, abhi to May chala gaya. May they could not take any exam because of this COVID-19. Feb में भी same case था, तो काफी सारे problems हैं that they are trying to cope up with the lockdown situation as well. Level 2, level 1, level 2, level 3. These are the months in which the exams are being conducted for 2021. But I am assuming that most of the candidates will now be preparing for 2022. So the first exam for you guys will be Feb 2022. Though you can give level 1 in November as well. I'll just show you the dates as to what is the last date for the registration. But most of the students will be preferring Feb 2022 level 1 examination. So you can give level 1 latest by Feb 2022. You have enough time for preparing for the examination. So they have given shortcuts, like if you give level 1 in Feb 20, ye to chala hi gaya hai. I think no, this is not relevant for you right now because the dates have already gone. Acha, one important fact for you guys to remember is that you cannot give the same exam in the immediate next quarter. मतलब अगर तुम Feb में suppose by chance Feb में fail हो जाते हो, Feb 2022, तो March, April, May, 3 months ही हुआ है. Immediate next quarter में you will not be able to give the exam. You will have to give the exam, level 1 exam once again in August. So they say that approximately, mandatorily, approximately you should have a 6 months gap between succeeding examination. You clear level 1 exam in Feb. approximately 6 months का difference कब आएगा? March, April, May, June, July, August. That means yes, you can give level 2 in August as well. But level 3 तुम November में नहीं दे पाएगा. Why? Because September, October, November, 3 months का gap हुआ. I said that there has to be a gap of 6 months at least. Study material, what all things will be provided by us? Will be providing you with EduPristine's own material, which is the summary material for you guys to revise everything one day before exam. तुमको भी समझता है 10 subjects है, it is very important to revise all the 10 subjects one day before exam. So you need some sort of revision summary notes, which will be provided by EduPristine. CFA Institute at the time of registration will give you its own material, CFA Institute material. The material is in soft copy and hard copy format. Hard copy चाहिए, they are going to courier it to you from US. तो उसका additional charge pay करना पड़ेगा. Otherwise, you can go for soft copy material as well, which is free. Second is the material given by EduPristine. Third is the LMS app. We have a system of learning management. In this learning management system, we'll be uploading all the recordings of the videos and the sessions which we'll be conducting, so that you can revise any of the session. या फिर तुमको कोई concept नहीं समझाता, you can just refer to that again and again. There is no limit to the amount of time you refer or read the recordings again and again. So important PDFs, important concept notes will be given by the professors at EduPristine as well. Question banks are given. We do complete the portion, take revisions, provide question banks, have a test discussion on each and every subject as well, so as to make the students exam ready for the particular level. Important notes as provided by the faculties. Calculators, yeah, very important fact is, in order to give CFA exam, you need to compulsorily have calculators, and you cannot just use any calculator you want. There is that you have to select either of these 3 calculators. Out of these 3, the second one is the most commonly used calculator. You can get a calculator in the local station shop. It should cost you around $2,500 for the calculator. You believe me, you cannot use any other calculator, and you will not be able to enter the exam unless and until you have that particular calculator. So out of the 3, you can select any of the one. My preference will be the second one, which is Texas BA2 Plus. Once again, November में तुमको exam देना है, so the last date for registration is 10th of August. We are in June. We have a lot of time, but if you want to get enrolled and give the examination in November, you have to study a lot for level 1, most probably because you are the fresher and you have no idea what the finance background is all about. So I would suggest go for registration as fast as possible, if at all you plan to give November 2021. Feb 2022 सोचा है, then there is no problem. The cost is somewhere as follows. Enrollment fee, this is one-time fee given to the CFA Institute directly in dollars, for $450. If you do the registration in early bird, then the cost is $700 for exam, $700. If you now 4th May is already gone, so you will have to compulsorily give standard registration fee, which is 1,000, provided you plan to give November 2021 exam. So the total cost will be around $1,450 for you. If you plan to give Feb 2022, then maybe the early registration date is not gone. So in this case, the total cost will be $1,150. This cost is to be paid to the CFA Institute directly. If you examination, you will have to once again pay the exam registration fee for the next attempt. So $1,000, 70 rupees का rate है. तुमको समझ में आता है that around 70 rupees is the cost of per level. Okay. I am a CA student. I clear CFA level 1 easily as compared to non-CA student. If you are a CA student, you have some background with respect to finance. कहीं ना कहीं तुमने FM पढ़ा है, कहीं ना कहीं तुमने accounts पढ़ा है, but that does not mean that you are going to have a very edge over others. Like I said, everyone will start from the same line. हो सकता है the line will be little ahead for you guys, for you who have cleared CA या who are into CA background, because you have some knowledge about financial reporting, you have some knowledge about financial management as well. But having said that, like I said, even a complete fresher with no background of finance whatsoever can start with CFA level 1. CFA level 1 is considered as easy according to me. Level 2 is considered as the most difficult level in the CFA program. Level 3 is comparatively easier than level 2. Why I say this? Because level 2 or level 1 का जो gap है, that is very wide, ocean wide gap between level 1 and level 2. Level 1 में तुम यहाँ पे पढ़ोगे, level 2 में automatically the difficulty level will shoot up to the moon. That is why I say level 1 की preparation अच्छे से की होगी. When you have a good foundation on the knowledge, level 2 can be built up very easily. Why should a science student do CFA? Can a commerce student do MBBS or engineer? Answer is no. But when it comes to science, a science can do anything. That's not fair enough. Anup, I will not be able to comment on that. But yes, an engineer I have seen practically perform better as compared to the commerce student in case of CFA. Because see, when you are doing this, you are learning about stock markets, you are learning about capital markets. There, everything is now automated by something which science student understands better as compared to the commerce students. So practically, guys, give me a minute. Yeah, so interpreting the results, like I said, guys, the results are not given, not given subject wise, and you are not going to know as to exactly what is the amount of score you have taken in each and every subject. But this is something which will be shared by the CFA Institute. This solid blue line talks about your performance in the examination, and this middle dotted line is the passing marks. Yeah, is the passing criteria. If your solid line is below this, you can consider yourself a failed candidate. For example, the second one, the middle one. This is a classic fail case. This is a classic borderline case, मतलब just pass candidate जिसको बोलते हैं अपन. This is the just pass candidate, and this is something above the passing criteria, and this is a clear pass. The topmost line is considered as the score for the best 10% student. Best 10% student का जो score है वो ये है. तो if your line is above this line, that means you are within that 10% bracket. Who employs CFA Charterholder? CFA Charterholder provides you with a strong foundation for a variety of career choices in the investment profession. Interested in portfolio management, investment research, advisory, investment banking, etc. So basically, you should be knowing that what exactly will be your career profile after completing CFA. Your career profile is investment management, mutual fund, brokers, buy side, sell side, consultancy. You can open your own firm giving investment decisions, investment consultancies to the people. And this is like, once again, a photograph taken directly from the CFA Institute website, which talks about the people who generally end up into a particular field. So 23% of the CFA charter holders go for investment companies and mutual fund, 16% into private wealth management, 16% into broker consultancies, so on and so forth. So these are some of the job descriptions of people who complete the CFA course. Financial modeling. Financial modeling is like you will be asked to prepare a financial model or projections for the next 10 years of some company. For example, you work in Tata Steel. Tata Steel is suppose say taking a loan for 15-20 years of for the business. You might be required to share the projection, the financial projection for next 15-20 years. You need to prepare the cash flow statement, the balance sheet, the profit and loss, the valuation of the company. So this financial modeling skills will be very important for you. Financial modeling generally requires you to have good amount of Excel skills. Advanced Excel is required for this. Financial research, equity research, these are some of the areas. For example, you will be given a particular sector. You need to calculate the value of the equity share of that particular company in that particular sector, compare it with the actual market price, and determine whether to buy the share, sell the share, or hold the share. Credit analyst. So you will be deciding whether to give loan to a particular borrower or not. If you will be working in a bank or a NBFC company, you will be getting to know about the profiles of the borrower, reading the financial statements, inputting the data in the software, and ultimately deciding whether bank should lend money to this particular borrower or not. Banking jobs are available in large after you complete your CFA, because everyone knows that banks ka business hi finance hai, and ultimately this course is all about finance. Analyst, and fund accounting, analyst indexing. So basically handling mergers and acquisitions, raising finance through equity, through debt syndications. These are some of the areas where CFAs work. Project managers, pricing, operation, process management, etc. So these are some of the job descriptions or role of a CFA charter holder after completion of the CFA course. Question is, sir, is it possible to get a job after clearing level 1? Level 1 के बाद difficult होता है, but level 2 के बाद you can get an entry level job in CFA as a junior analyst in some of the organization. Obviously, you'll be starting with a junior position. You cannot expect yourself to start with the topmost position in the company. CEO कोई नहीं बनाएगा even after you complete CFA. I have seen CFA charter holders earning in crores. I have seen CFA charter holder earning in few lakhs. So that depends on the skills you bring to the table for the employer. जो knowledge तुमको CFA से मिलेगा, CFA program से मिलेगा, that has to be applied in the practical world to make money. You cannot assume that this will be a certificate for you to make money. This certificate will give you the knowledge which will be helpful for the examination, which will be helpful for the practical life to ultimately make money. These are some of the other roles as well. Credit officer already discussed. Financial consultancy. Like I said, तुम लोग अपना own investment firm, boutique firm खोल सकते हो, wherein you can give investment firms investment advice to your clients. So these are some of the top employers already discussed in first few slides. Citigroup, CRISIL, Bank of America, Merrill Lynch, Credit Suisse, CS, that is HSBC, Deutsche Bank, Citibank, Lynch, State Bank of India. These are some of the top-notch organizations wherein you will be working as a CFA. Last 5 minutes and we'll be completing with the slide. Then I'll be taking some of your queries and then we can close the session for today. CFA Institute, EduPristine is largest, oldest and the best authorized training partner for CFA exam in India. We train more than 2,000 CFA students in a year. So that is a very huge number, guys. And we can say that this is one of the major forte in the courses. At EduPristine, we take CMA, we take ACCA, we take CFA. We have a very good portfolio of courses. CFA is one of them, and I would say the best amongst them. EduPristine is a member of this company, Adtalem Global Education. This is a New York Stock Exchange listed company, which has a headquarters in US. This is a $1.2 billion company having 145 locations, and we train more than, we take pride in saying that we train more than 142,000 degree-seeking students all over the world. Basically, we take courses which are into accounts and finance. तुमने देखा होगा अभी मैंने नाम लिया CMA, CFA, CPA, ACCA. These are some of the courses which are related to accounts and finance background. We have 50,000 students having operations in 6 cities. All metro cities we have our operations. Basically, I am from Mumbai. I take sessions at Mumbai location. Right now, the sessions are being conducted online virtual class just in the way like I am taking your session right now. Similarly, tomorrow entire CFA course will be taken till the time the lockdown is lifted and we once again we give soft skills and 100% soft skill training and job assistance. So this is like clear-cut handholding to the students, not just clearing the paper, but getting a job as well. So soft skill training will be provided as to what exactly the communication skills are needed. Mock interviews will be created and job openings will be shared with the students. Basically a handholding from the time the students enroll into the course till the time he or she lands into the job will be shared with the students. So this is once again an important slide for you. We have 3 different ways of training students: classroom, online, and crash course. Nowadays, we are running just online trainings, obviously for obvious reason because of the lockdown condition. We teach per level, we take around 120 hours. In one day, we take around 5 hours of session. Therefore, within 24 days, we'll be completing the portion. The classrooms, classes, lectures are being conducted on every weekend. Saturday, Sunday, tomorrow lectures honge, so that even a working professional will be able to manage it. for a person who is a complete fresher and a full-time student can take a weekday class as well. The lecture timings, like I said, will be for 5 hours. We provide question banks, we provide our own notes. You can buy a book of an author called Schwezer. This is काफी सारे authors आते हैं. Wiley करके एक author है, Schwezer है. But most probably people prefer Schwezer as compared to Wiley. तुम लोग कुछ भी ले सकते हो. I would say the author will ultimately not matter. What matters is your understanding and the practice of that particular level. Doubt solving forum, we have a specific dedicated forum wherein a student can go and ask the doubts. We generally create a WhatsApp group as well, like I do personally create that. So whatever queries you have, you can just drop in that WhatsApp group. I'll be more than happy to solve that question as well. We have 24/7 online access to the learning management system through which you can download the recordings of the previous session. If at all you did not understand one of the concepts, or if you could not manage to attend the live lectures, you can use that recordings to complete your backlog. Via EduPristine, we provide soft skills assistance, placement assistance. We are, like I said, largest, oldest, best authorized training partner. The CFA Institute have the concept of authorized training partners. We are one of them. The content we share is comprehensive. We have a strong online platform. Industry experts will actually teach you CFA. So I myself take CFA lectures, and I myself am a CFA qualified, CFA level 3 qualified. The batch size is very limited. It is not like we take 100, 150 students. We have limited batch size of 25 to 30 students who take this. Soft skill trainings we have already discussed. We have a dedicated email ID, care@edupristine.com. So whatever queries, feedbacks you have, you can just drop into that email ID. Will be support team from EduPristine will be answering those particular queries or referring you to the relevant channel. So the answers, reply you can expect within 24 business hours. And all the seminars, webinars are being conducted so as to update the course content and tell you about the changes in the CFA program. Like CFA program have been changed recently. We at EduPristine were quick enough to change things in our course, our way of teaching as well. Faculties are topic experts specialized in the area. Not one person is going to take all the 10 subjects. Like I may be expert in 3 subjects. Some other professor will be expert in 2 subjects. Some other professor will be expert in 4 subjects. So this is like the way in which the teaching is being done. Like I am not an expert in quants, so I will definitely not be taking quants. The person who is expert in the field of quants will be taking quants. The person who is expert in the field of ethics will be taking ethics. This is how things work. The average student rating is 4.73 out of 5. We have placement assistance, interview preparation, resume building, placement lead. That is, like I said, from scratch, everything will be shared with you guys and helped for getting a job. These are once again names of companies wherein you might be getting a job after completing your CFA. KPMG, EY, Bank of America, Merrill Lynch, JP Morgan, HSBC, Credit Suisse. We have discussed this a lot of time. These are some of the testimonials from people who have completed CFAs from EduPristine. You can just read it till the time. I'll just check if there are any queries. The opportunities here for commerce gets less, right? It's not that kind of money-making concept. CFA should have strict rule for this. How should one manage CFA classes with full-time jobs since class timings are 9 to 2, 3 to 8? Like I said, the classes are on weekends, so even a working professional can manage that. Anyway, we have online recorded sessions if at all if you miss any of the session. Sir, मैंने last year BCom complete किया है, तो professional work experience की वजह से I am eligible or not for CFA course registration. CFA course registration के लिए कोई work experience नहीं चाहिए. CFA membership, that is after completing level 3 के लिए चाहिए. And that is not at all strict. वो अपन बाद में भी ले सकते हैं. ऐसा नहीं है कि अपने को level 3 के बाद immediately membership लेना है. You complete level 3, you work, get the 36 months of experience, then take the membership. So if you want to get the investment credential, enroll for the CFA program and register for CFA level 1 exam today. Don't wait for it. I would say, agar November plan kiya, तो you have to start immediately. Even if you have planned for Feb 2022, then you will have to fasten up your seat belts, start preparations, enroll into the course, register for the CFA program, because registration process also takes like around 15-20 days. So plan everything accordingly. These are some of the payment modes through which we accept the payment for the class. what exactly is the class fee. You can coordinate with the counselors. You can get the contact of the counselors from Google. हमारे website पे भी मिल जाएगा. Else, most probably the counselors will be contacting you after the session. Within 48 hours, you'll be getting calls from one of our counselors who will then take the things forward for you. We accept online payment, NEFT, check payment, PTM, etc. So with this, I complete my slide, and I think so with this, I complete whatever I wanted to speak with respect to the course. I think I have covered almost everything from scratch with respect to the course. कोई भी queries है, raise your hand, ask me. If not, we can close the session for today. I'll be waiting for 1 minute for you guys to drop in your queries. If there are no queries, then we can close the session. I hope this session was extremely useful for you. For any queries, any future queries, maybe after session you get any of the queries, you can contact me on LinkedIn. My LinkedIn profile CA Karan Agarwal. You can contact me, drop me an email. You will definitely get a reply within 24 hours. So I think there are no questions. That's it from my end. Thank you so much, guys. Bye-bye. Have a good day. Thank you.